First question, standing on the right.
Andre, how does it feel to win on your home court? Is this a sweet revenge?
I wouldn't call it revenge. Just making the most of the opportunity that was in front of us. We felt like we were right there last year, and you learn through your down times or disappointing times. I feel like that's a part of the growth, and I feel like we've grown from that. As you can see, the way we took care of the ball in the fourth quarter, and we didn't panic when they made their runs. I think that was growth. Steph only threw one left-hand pass tonight. That was growth, and I told him that he's amazing. This is history. We're going down as one of the best teams ever, and that's a special thing you cannot take away from us.
Tim up front.
Tim Kawakami, Mercury News. Andre, I don't know if I would have picked you as being the guy who's going to jump up on the scorer's table and scream at the crowd. What got into you? What were you saying? What was that about?
I've been so stressed the last 3-4 weeks, and I told my wife right after the game, I'm so sorry. It's just been so stressful. Steve Kerr he said it a few times during the game. He's like, how's it feel to be the only adult on the court? And it's stressful. Because it's a hard job that goes unnoticed, and you have to embrace it. It's really just sacrificing to make sure everybody else is eating, and but then you want to look for yourself sometimes. You want to show people what you can do, and it just so happens that it's always been perfect timing. I think that's more of a blessing than anything else. It's when it's time for me to be a little bit more selfish and show what I can do, nights like this, or the whole finals in 2015. It just shows that there's something powerful up there that I believe in that's working through me.
Up in front.
Yeah, Carl Stewart, Barry News Group. It seemed like that dunk that you had in the second quarter just loosened everybody in the entire building. I mean, what did you see there? What were you looking to do in the second quarter? And
well, I've been seeing that the whole series. Okay, it's there. Okay, I see it. It's there. Darren Williams pressuring me, sending me left. Okay, the drive is there. The drive is there. But I just haven't taken it, and they've been playing me for the pass. But I'm just we're up 3-0. Don't try to force it. Just be patient. Be patient. When it's the time to do it, you'll know. And you've seen through the first couple games when KD's out on the break and he's right down the middle. You saw a lot in game one, and we had 2 shooters on the wing. It's kind of pick your poison. And they're playing me to pass, and it was exploit them tonight. Steve and I had an interesting conversation this morning in shoot around. And he said, how many minutes you got? I said, whatever you need, I'll be ready. And I kind of just had a good feeling, that inkling, tonight's the night to attack and get it over with.
Monty on the right.
Monty Poole, NBC Sports Bay Area. Andre, you've been through this before. You've been here before a couple of years ago. But for the guys who haven't, guys like David and Zaza and JaVale, what was it like seeing them enjoy this moment?
Yeah, that's a lot of fun. It's actually funny because you felt it before. You know the feeling, but they have no clue. And they asked about it. It's man, I don't know. I can't describe it. They're like, what you mean? And it's well, you'll see. Just focus in and you'll figure it out. And then once it's they hit 0 and you see that excitement in their faces, it's almost like in a lost world because you have no idea what to do. How do we supposed to, this is really happening. And you can't describe it, but really happy for those guys, especially for David West, because this guy's so locked in. He's so locked in and he wants it so bad, and he does everything he needs to do to be mentally focused, to have his body right. And that's when you see how precious these moments are, because you got a lot of guys like that never even get to the finals, never even get to the conference finals. And, you're always happy for the guys that sacrifice everything around their life just so they can put everything into this game.
David also talked about how much work went into this. And he said, example being this morning when you guys had an early morning shoot, and he said it was optional, but guys showed up. What does that tell you, and is that typical?
Well, it's typical with our team. I think we've done Bob Myers, I can't believe I'm giving him a compliment considering we're about to go heads up and negotiating. But he's done an awesome job of finding the right personalities to fit the culture and balancing it out. And we have a lot of competitors, and you bring a new guy in, he's just gonna fit right in. It's like if it's optional, that means we got practice. The optional just means just get there when you get there. And we don't even have to speak about it. It's just, you just know it. And that's the culture that we built, and it's an amazing thing to see.
Eric, last question.
Andre, right here. Eric Pincus, Basketball Insider's Bleacher Report. Can you put it into words?
What's good, Gene?
Can you put into words what specifically a coach like Steve Kerr brings to this? You have so much talent, but what does he bring? And then also a second part of that is, what did Mike Brown bring in his absence?
Well, Steve is just, he's got a great brain, you know, where it's always working. He's trying to figure everything out. Like, okay, I know what I got. I know how to get the best out of each one of these guys, but we're going to take it to the next level. He's always trying to take it to the next layer, the next layer, the next layer. It's like an onion. Keep peeling it back, keep peeling it back. And it's so intricate, and it's like he has this blade of a knife that's just so fine when he cuts it, and it's like we're going to keep peeling it. And he's trying to, sometimes he's so into it, I think he forgets that it's like you went too far with certain guys. But he does a great job of knowing how to communicate with each individual, which is key because everybody's different. And he does such a good job communicating with them for the whole. And he does a good job of tricking some guys, too, as far as, you know, their focus of what he wants to. He's really good at trying to figure out what to say to them to get them to do what we need to do on the court. And Mike Brown did a key thing. He changed himself for our culture, and it's hard to change what you've known. You know, he's came from a certain system or culture, and it was a little bit more loose here, and it kind of drove him crazy sometimes. And it's like, this is crazy, but he figured that out. He says, I want to embrace it, and I feel like Draymond Green and myself were like, we're going to show you, we're going to help you along the way, but whatever you need us to do, we got you. And he did a hell of a job. And that's hard to do when, you know, he's been to the finals doing it his way, so he knows how to have some success. But he embraced our culture, and I'm so happy for him.
Thank you, Andre.